Hey everyone, it's Carrie. We're at Lowe's tonight. We are going to go in and check out what is new in holiday and some bathroom home improvements. So, first of all, we're going to go through up front a lot of the Christmas items, see if we can find anything new since the last time we were here. And then we are going to wander back and check out, they have all new vanities, a whole big new vanity section, and I want to check them all out. So, if you're renovating a bathroom, hang tight to the end or just fast forward through if you're not looking for Christmas. I love these little packs of the birchwood tree logs. That pack is $15, very pretty. And then we have the giant pine cones. Let's see, price on that one. They did not have that one tagged. We've got the little fresh, I love these. They're little Christmas trees. They come with little ornaments on them. What a great little tree for a small space if you want something that is real. And then we have our amaryllis. These are always fun for the holidays. Do any of you grow those for the holidays? All right, they have a whole section of giant animatronics. So we have the whole entire little Rudolph cast there, and we did look at those in our last video, so I can link that at the end. What I try to do is build on each video instead of just repeating the same items. I do love this star right here. This one is $100. So these are your outdoor decor. That great big ornament, that is $50. The bear back there, $60. And then we have these prismatic soldiers. That one's $85. The tree pack is $85. Ooh, sorry, the camera does not like those prismatic. See how it was flickering? Sorry about that. Yeah, so the smaller one there's $85. Also, so that's the 2-pack on that one. The prismatic decor has kind of become a popular thing over the past couple years. $140. Oh my goodness, this little mama bear and baby bear. You got your polar bears. We've got the blue ornament. That's also really pretty. It goes super adorable with the bears. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to back up an aisle. This aisle is so small, so I'm up too close. So let's try this. I'm going to readjust. There we go. I'll step back. We'll do some adjusting, see if we can see this a little bit better. That way we can see the full size of the items. There we go. So we got the toy soldier, that one, the teddy bear, $190. For those that have been here a while, you all know I just got a brand new camera, so a little bit of a learning curve with it. $70 each for those gingerbread. The toy truck in the front, that one's $55. That great big gingerbread entrance, that would be pretty cool over a walkway. Oh, there's a little green Christmas tree also in front of the Joy sign. That one is $50. Sorry, sometimes there's a lot to see when they have some of these decorations a little bit layered up. And for $300, you can get a large Mickey. It is a big animatronic. He's super cute. And we also did go through all of the Christmas trees. Again, the last videos that we did, I'll link that at the end. I also have the Lowe's ones in the playlist if you want to go back through, but we went through, we looked at all the trees, the pricing, how many bulbs, branches, all that good stuff. So for example, that aspen fir, and then I showed you the price, and then we went over, let's see how many branch tips, lights, things like that were on it. So they do have a pretty good selection of trees. The garden center outside is full of the poinsettias. They are $3.98 each. I love that because we're in Florida, we're able to have these outside so we can do our patios, do our gardens with these. we've got the Christmas cactus. Those are always pretty fun. And these can also be inside. I know when you live up north, you have to have these items inside. So this one is $6. We've got pinks and reds. But as you'll see, our garden section, we are still full swing. Planting, flowers, all the fun stuff down here. But with that, we will go back inside. I just wanted to come outside and see what kind of Christmas things we had in the garden. We've got the 2-pack Minnie and Mickey blow molds. Those are $45. And for $37, we have the little Mickey Mouse phone. The dial does not spin, which is a bit of a bummer. Yeah, it's fixed in place. How are these kids ever going to know what we had to go through dialing these phones if that doesn't spin? Dang. I was hoping that it did spin, but it does not, but it's still cute. We've got some big plushies up here. Those are $30 each. And then way up top, we have a lot of the Disney decorations. So we've got Stitch way up there. We've got Minnie and Mickey. We have a neon Goofy back there. I'll try to back up so hopefully you can see him a little bit. And we did go over a lot of these in detail already, but I think this is going to go home with us. $70. It's the leg lamp from A Christmas Story. I think we're going to put this in our front window. I'm serious. I love that. I think that's so fun. We've got 4 different patterns of holiday rugs. These are washable ones. So that is a 3x5, $25. And then here are the patterns. So it comes in these 4 patterns here. Sorry, let me wiggle that back in there. There we go. There's the patterns. And then that's what they look like in real life. All right, see, there's the leg lamp. Is that not funny? Oh my gosh. So we've got Snoopy, we've got the Grinch. We've got more Grinch blow molds here. There's a lot of Grinch decor at a lot of the stores. Hobby Lobby has a huge selection. So that is one of those projectors. When you turn it on, it would project the Grinch images kind of around the room or patio or wherever you put that. We've got a lot of the Peanuts. Those are super cute. Those are little tabletop decors. $33.55 for those. And we've got, I'm trying to put something back here. Sorry. This light up Grinch, $19. Now we've got the Grinch projection that can go on the front of the house also. That one is $33. And then we have, let's see, Bluey and Bingo. Let me press the top of it. It is a little snow globe that shoots the snow all over the place. That's really cute. All right, so that is $45. We've got some more plushies down here. We've got Bluey, Snoopy, Grinch. We've got Rudolph. All right, and for those that collect the houses, I know we looked at the Limax ones the other day at Michael's. So we will browse through the ones that they have here at Lowe's if any of you do these little city setups. I wish they put them a little bit lower. They put these already up on a kind of a higher shelf, and I'm not a short person. Some of these are just way too far away for me to be able to see up there in the back. And we looked at all of these trees, so nothing much has changed in here. However, we'll browse through real quick. These are 70, this one is 40. For 110, they have the great big wreath in the background. This little icy white berry one, that one is 130. And for 70, we have the little topiary pots here that say joy. $60. I like that one with that ornament. This kind of like the little vintage ornament stack right there. All right, so tree collars. These are $23. These are all fabric. So we've got the burlap. Let's see what else we have. We've got the Merry Christmas here. They're 26 inches tall, this plaid with the gold. For $43, we jump over into the metal ones. These are a little bit taller at 27 inches. Then we've got the natural ones here. Let's see. How tall are those? $43 for those. I think those are also 27 inches. No, yeah, I think those are actually 27 inches. This one here also, this one has the Christmas snowflakes cut into the bottom. That's really pretty. So we've got some more plushies and pillows up here. These would be really pretty on a patio, $20. Let's see what our variety is here. Which one of these pillows do you like? How are we decorating our patio? I think you could mix and match. Honestly, that would be really fun. It's the little lumbar one. And then we've got the blue ones. These are really pretty. So we've got Let It Snow. And we've got some blue tree skirts down here. Those are really pretty. 48-inch. That one is quilted. I love that. That's a good blue. And they also have matching stockings. I like that. Those are $17 for those stockings. They have them in red and then also this really pretty creamy white. A little pack of decorative ribbons. You could put those on packages, on trees, on garland, anywhere, right? This is $17. That one it's not lit. The one next to it, 17 also. These are not pre-lit or anything. You're just seeing the reflection of the lights behind us. Those are pretty, kind of very retro. I like those. And we have all sorts of different picks down here. So you could put those into your tree for a filler or to create a tree topper. They've got your ready-made ribbons. So if you're like me and you cannot figure out how to get a big bow put together, you can just come in here and buy it already done. That one's got a nutcracker pattern on that one ribbon and then that beautiful evergreen in the background. This one is pretty with the burlap, and then we've got the cardinals, the pine cones. So those are $16 each. They have a really good assortment of picks down here. We've got gold leaf, we've got the little berries. We've got some blue ribbons, silver over here. These are really pretty. And they have the wire in the ribbon so that you can fluff it and shape it a little bit better once you get it home. That silver and blue is really pretty. They've got matching ribbons up here. So all of the pre-made bows that they had, they also had the ribbons that matched coordinated. So those are $7 for each of those. Got a good plaid right there. I like the stripe also. That's got a fun green in it. Our little gingerbread. And if you are new here, welcome. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I think that one's beautiful. So each of these is 2.5 inches by 8 yards. Saw that one. Beautiful, kind of warm, almost like a gold brown. I like those. And for all of my friends who are returning subscribers, welcome back, everyone. I'm not sure if I said that when we started the video. I got so excited when I saw those river birch logs up front. So $90 for the gold reindeer. These are pretty. What are we, let me know how you all decorate your yards. Do you do the massive inflatables, or do you like things like this, or just simple strand of lights, or do you just put a wreath on your door? Have any of you seen, I think it was on Pinterest, someone somewhere shared a house that someone decorated it with the Grinch. Hold on, let me pause really quick. We do have this really pretty nativity here. That one is $120. And then the stars in the background, the really big one is $130 and the smaller one is $70. And then we have our great big angel up there. She's $110. But what I was saying is someone had a picture of someone decorating with the Grinch, and it was a big stand-up Grinch, and it was pulling one strand of lights off the house. So that was all that they decorated their house with. It was hilarious. So it looked like the Grinch was yanking the lights down. He'd had enough. That little teddy bear with the strand of lights, that one is $75. $130, and then $130 for the snowman. Sorry, I had to zoom over to these because I have friends that are ranchers back in Texas. I think y'all need these. We're always, these are $65. They're always sending me like just stories and pictures of just the shenanigans on their ranch with all of their animals. All right, these are really pretty. They're really big too. So each one of these, $260. Those are really tall. Super cool though. And then we've got Santa's mailbox there, $130. And then they have great big trees, 12-foot trees in here. So this particular one, $750. And I know I said we weren't going to go through trees today because we already did that. However, I always love to sneak peek and look at some trees. We have been trying to find a tree, and I think we ended up finding one at Target that we're going to go with. They do also have a really good selection of wreaths. These are $40. We went through all of these and the garlands. So don't sleep on Lowe's when it comes to home decor for Christmas. This great big one down here is $45. Then we have these $35. And then $35 for the blue and silver. Yeah, these are all the same up here. So it's just whichever color pattern you want with these, but they're very pretty. And then $35 for this one. I think this is really beautiful with the poinsettias. I did find a vintage one that also was at Target, so I think I'm going to go with that one too. Have any of you tried the sensicles? So they've got a couple different things going on now. So these are these sticks that you can put in the tree, give off. So if you've got a fake tree to give off fragrance, these are actually little meltables that you would put in a wax warmer. But I'll tip this over and show you. See, they're little sticks. They're just fragrance sticks. You hang them in the tree and it'll give the tree a little bit of fragrance. If you've used these, let me know, because now they've got them, like I said, in the wax warmers. They've also got the candles. They're kind of just expanding, their fragrance here. Let's see. We're gonna smell a couple things. Whoops. This one here, Oh Christmas Tree, I have to tell you, smelled really, really nice. It definitely did pick up the orange and the cinnamon, which I thought was pretty refreshing. So it is a soy blend candle if you are concerned about the chemicals that you are igniting inside your house. And then they have the warmer system. That was $15. They didn't have one there that I could show you. So here is the great big Grinch animatronic. Oh my gosh, it's huge. That thing has got to be 10 feet tall. She is $150 for Cindy Lou. And Max, he is $130, and then the Grinch, he is $400 basically. All right, switching gears from Christmas, we're going to wander some home decor and see what is going on right now in terms of home decor. Have any of you tried the peel and stick wallpapers? So this is a Scott brand in here. Peel and stick wallpaper it's really cool because it's removable. So if you are like me in a rental, but you want something that has a little more pizzazz than just our lovely white walls that we get in our apartments, you can do things like this. Or, you know, if you refinish an old piece of furniture, an old bookcase or something like that, and you want to put this pattern on the back of that bookcase. But I kind of love this. We saw this type of wallpaper recently in a model home that we toured, and I really like it. Like, I really like that type of pattern. So those are $50. And those actually did have texture. It was funny, the wallpaper we looked at in the model home did not have texture, but it tricked me. And if you like model home tours, I'm adding those to the back end of the home good videos. So when I put up a home good video, I will have typically a model home tour, not my house, a model home tour at the end of those videos. So Origin 21 is a newer brand that it appears they're bringing into the stores, and I'm trying to figure out if the Allen & Roth is going away in some capacity, because I'm seeing a lot of those on clearance, but then the Origin 21s are coming into the store. They had done this huge clearance recently and got rid of a lot of the Allen & Roth, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I asked a couple associates and they were not sure. So there is a little bit of furniture and there's a little bit of home decor right now in terms of items like this, but they have really, really pared it down. It's at $53 for that piece of artwork up top, $27 for the basket here. I do like this globe. It has a marble base. That's $25. I think I've told you guys before, my grandson loves globes. $33. That little fake succulent there. $27 for the lemon tree. And then the ginger jars, those are $32. And $53 for this big floral arrangement. And $25 for this wood tray. This wood tray is nice. It's an actual wood tray. It's not like a pressed wood or anything like that. So I thought that was a pretty nice tray. The other thing, Lowe's has a lot of area rugs right now and really a pretty good selection of area rugs. We're not going to go over them today. We will go over them another time when we come back into Lowe's. And drapes right now, there is a pretty big selection of drapes. So we've got the Style brand. There's a lot of 84-inch drapes in here, which is interesting because most of us have moved on to the 96 and many into the 108-inch length, and I did not see any of those in stock in the store. I'm sure they sell them online. However, I kind of wandered through this whole entire section and everything in here was 84 inches. So here's the Origin 21s. So these are your blackouts. So for the 2-pack there, it's $50. Got a couple different patterns, varieties in here. They definitely had really nice patterns and color selection, but they were all 84 inches. So if you are someone that needs an 84-inch length drape, I think Lowe's would be a good place for you to go check. Yeah, 84-inch and blackout on these, $50. That's pretty reasonable. Let me get into the non-blackout ones over here. So you're going to drop down $40, $30. Some of them have the silver grommets already on there. Some of them will need you to add hooks to hang them. There were a few pillows in here. Some of them are the Allen and Roth, some Origin. Maybe they're keeping the Allen and Roth. I don't know. It was just we went from having a whole entire aisle that was most all Allen and Roth, and then they clearanced it. These are kind of cool. That little kind of double edge on there. 2 packs of pillows down here. These are $32. That leather type one there is $29. Definitely a cute selection of pillows. All right, so this is where we are going to kind of dig in here for a while. So if you are renovating your bathroom, they added an entire selection of vanities. But check this out. I'm kind of obsessed with this because how most of us have that top drawer that has it doesn't open. It's just that false drawer for the sink. So having that extra space added in there is such a huge thing. So this vanity comes with the top, comes with that undermount sink. The faucet is extra, so I will show you those. So you can get it in 2 different colors, white or the latte, and then it comes with 2 different types of hardware. There is the QR code on any of these if you ever want to, screenshot that and go check it out. But I will show you the price. So your 24-inch, $500, your 30-inch, $689, and your 36-inch, which is on display, that one is $809. And then the faucet they paired it with is the Origin 21. This one's $120. But if you're like me and you get really excited over home improvement type things, I was so happy to come back here and see all of these vanities because for the longest time they only had like 5 or 6. But seriously, what's not to love about that top drawer that opens now? So this has a quartz type top. That's a really pretty pattern on that one. Includes the undermount sink, and they added the Knoxville Delta faucet to that one. So let's grab some prices on the Canterbury. Your 30-inch is $550, 36, $650, $750 for the 48-inch, and then $900 for the 60-inch. This one only comes in 1 base color and 1 hardware finish. And this one here is just your base cabinet. That's your mirror. So you would have to get your own countertop and, sink and faucet, add all that good stuff. And you can get this one in 4 different colors. A little bit more on the modern side there with the black, light gray, and graphites. Then we have the Merrill here. This is really pretty, kind of nice traditional. I like the base on it also. Does not have a usable top drawer, but you do have 4 drawers in there. So your 30-inch is $500, 36 is $600, $800 for the 48, which is the one we see on display, and then $1,000 for the 60. Then we got 4 different base colors in this set, and 1 piece of hardware. But this whole section over here, it's all vanities now. I love it. This one here has a little bit of a shiplap looking front on that door. So we got a quartz type countertop, a rectangle undermount sink. They paired that with the Delta Knoxville in black. So this is the Rigsby, and here are your prices on this. You can always pause and screenshot if it's something that you are looking for. And if your store doesn't have it in stock, you can still get a hold of these. So if you go in and you're like, hey, my store didn't have any of these in a showroom area, so they will still sell them. It'll just be online. So you would just order it and then they can have it brought into you. But how fun is this blue? So we've got a pretty quartz type top on that one. They paired that one with a Moen faucet. Oh no, this is a different faucet. This one here is a little more square. I actually kind of like that one. So $650 for the 30-inch. This is the Margie. I kind of like that actually. It kind of goes with it, right? With this kind of like blue. That's fun. There's your prices on those. You can get it in 2 different colors, so that light cornflower or white. So this is the Lenore. How are we saying that? Lenore. So we've got good drawers in that one. I love this top. It's a quartz type top. This is the Moen faucet right there that they paired it with. It is the Rinza. It's kind of a cool faucet also. All right, so this one starts in a 24-inch for $650. There we go, all the way up. Oh, this one goes all the way out to a 72-inch. So you can do a 72-inch vanity on that one, $1,800. Your base color is white. You can pick 2 different types of hardware. All right, next we've got the Crest Hill. It's got a drawer on the bottom. I like those handles. Quartz type top on this one. All right, so the Crest Hill starts in a 18-inch, and you'll notice the 18-inch did not have that little 4-inch backsplash on it. But when they get larger, the backsplash is added on there. And this one goes all the way up to 60 inches with the double sink. And your base on these, you can do white or that Muse gray and 1 piece of hardware. This one has a drawer on the top. We're going to need to check that out. This is a marble top. I love marble. It's porous. You have to maintain it. So this is the Roveland. That one starts in a 24-inch for $500. And then we go all the way up to a 60-inch on this one, double sink, $1,300. You have a large selection of colors with this one. We got, what, 7 in there? Lots of different royal blues, greens. All right, this one here looks like the door. They're still working on some stuff over here. However, that's a really cool blue. And I realized I forgot to try to open the drawer on the last one. Sorry about that. I like how they paired it with this gold faucet. So we start in a 24-inch on this one for $450. This is the Lancashire. And we go up to a 60-inch double on this one for $1,200, and you can do 3 different base colors. And this one comes with the gold hardware. So we've got a Connery. Starts at 24-inch for $500. We go all the way up to 60 inches on this one for $1,300, and there's only 1 color, golden oak. Quartz type countertop. Back up there so you can take a look at that vanity. I love this one. Has a little bit of kind of like a funky retro feel to it. Oh, okay, so we've got another type. I do like this one. Just opens and closes, tips there. You can put some little items in. Quartz type counter, undermount sink, the gold faucets. Those are pretty. All right, so this is Orion. Starts at 30 inches, $550. We've got the 48 and a 60 up to $1,250 on that one. You can do the sea green, golden walnut, or black. and they do include gold hardware with that. They put the Allen & Roth Harlow faucet set with that. That's really pretty. Let's take a look at that one again. I think that one's on my favorite list. Even though like I love more modern, I know I've said before my house has always been a little bit more modern. I really appreciate different types of decor. This one is a non-function drawer. Those do function on the side here. We have a marble type top on this one here. So this one could be a little bit more on the porous side. This is the Allen & Roth Roveland. So we go all the way up to 60 on this one. And we have, so what do we have, 7 colors on this one here, again with the pine and the navy. All right, here's another one that I like. I like this kind of like, I don't know what this door design is called, but I do like this. That is a non-function door. Quartz type countertop, undermount sink. They put the Delta Sparrow. They put the gold one. They show a silver one up there on the countertop, but this is called the Sandbanks. So $5.50. They started a 30-inch on this one. They go up to a 60 with the double sink. 2 colors, that flaxen that they show, a white and gold hardware included on that one. Okay, we've got storage up here. I like that. Quartz type counter, undermount sink. These faucets are kind of cool. This one is the Kohler Premise. This is the Cantrell Vanity. Starts 30 inches, $590. This one goes all the way up to 72 inches at $1,400. One color, we've got clear oak and a black hardware choice. All right, this is similar to that other small vanity we saw before that had that kind of shiplap looking door. This countertop is one with the sink. So the sink is not an undermount, it's just all counter sink. Yeah, no backsplash on that one. So you can always add, you know, tile or whatever you put behind your sinks. Now we've got 3 different colors with this one. The faucet they had there was the Delta Sandover. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a comfortable handle on it, if that makes sense. Like the angle on that, it felt like it was a comfortable faucet. I don't know if that makes sense. I like this green. What do we think of this green? I think this green is super fun. Also, countertop, that is a porcelain top. That is the Lindor Moen that they put that with. And we start as small as 18 inch. So I want you to notice the difference here. On the 18-inch one, it does not have the 4-inch backsplash, but when you jump to the 24 and larger, it does have that little 4-inch backsplash panel. See right there, that one does not have it, that one does have it. This is the Lambert. This one goes all the way up to 60 inches for the double sink at $1,400. Basil and linen. I really kind of like the basil. And then you get 2 different color hardware. Are you going to put gold or silver with that? I would put silver. You know me, some people love gold. All right, quartz type top on this one, rectangle undermount sink. It's a good pattern on there. They have the Macy faucet by Pfister. This one starts as small as 30 inches for $450. It's the Holly, and it goes up to 48 inches. Sorry, single, so you cannot do a double sink on this one. You've got white and latte and 2 different finishes on your handles. All right, for a little bit more of a modern look, the counter and sink are all one up top. That faucet's pretty cool. That one is Allen & Roth, the Veda. All right, so we start as small as 24 inches on this one. This is the Potter. This is the Style Selection. collection, sorry. And we go up to 60 inches with the double sink on this one. 3 different colors, navy, white, light gray. There's the top drawer again. I think that is so awesome. This is your style. Oh, it is style selections. I thought it was style collections. 24 inches your collie on this one. Do we go up to only 48 inch? Nope, nope. We have 60 inches with the double sink. That peacock green looks pretty cool. All right, Sparrow Delta, that is the faucet we have this paired with. This is the Stanfield. So we start at a 36 inch on this one for $550, and we go up to 900 for 60 inch. So there's only 3 choices for that one. 1 color linen and gold hardware. But you do at least have a shelf on this one, which is pretty cool. So you've got the cutout for the pipe, but you still have a shelf. They've got our little pull front drawer right there. This is also put with a Sparrow Delta. So that's just your single piece unit. $350 for the 24 inch. This is the Dolton. We go up to 60 inches there for the double sink. 3 different colors and the black hardware. And if you are still with me at this point and have not fallen asleep, thank you. You are a true like home renovation person. If you're like me, you get excited about this stuff, right? Like my husband and I joke, we're like, date night, let's go to like Home Depot or Lowe's and see what they've see what they've got that's new. The Morriston, we've got this one goes down to 24 inches, $274. So you do see they've got some sales on these items right now. 2 different colors in there and 1 hardware finish. But yeah, I had to, okay, so we got to check this out for a minute. Look, Allen & Roth has this faucet. Do you see the light? When it turns on, the light comes out of there. So there's literally an LED light inside the faucet. I love that because I am one that stumbles into the bathroom and I don't flip lights on in the middle of the night because it's like a flash bang otherwise, and I don't want to be that awake. But that's only $80. I thought that was really, really cool. It's a pretty nice faucet. I know I could probably just put a night light in the bathroom, but it's not as cool as having a faucet that lights up. Like, that's pretty cool. We've got the Dover here. We've got $140 on this, and it goes all the way up to, well, we got $450 for a 40 inch. Yes, you can do a 60 inch double on this one for $550. 3 different colors. And let me know in the comments, what do you want to look at next at Lowe's? You let me know, because what we'll do is when we come into Lowe's, we'll try to always check out seasonal. We'll try to always kind of check out a little bit of what's new if we can find things. But there's lighting, there's rugs, there's tile, there's actual carpet for the house. There's a lot of different things that we can look at. So let me know. Just plunk that in the comments. Give me some things to go search for. I am happy to do that. We've got the Dover over here. I think these are all the Dover. They are. So these are both the Dovers, so they just show them in 2 different colors right there. And the sinks on those are all one with the countertop. And they paired this one here with a little bit more modern. This one's the Tiara. $250. There's no backsplash on any of these, so a little bit more modern. 1 base color on that one. And with that, everyone, we are going to head out. But see, we could come back. We could go through lighting. You let me know what you want me to look at. If you want me to go look at tools, I'll go look at tools. I won't know what I'm talking about, but I'll show you the tools. So let me know what you all think. And Give me some ideas here for Lowe's, because I like coming to Lowe's pretty much as I like going to Home Goods. And with that, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. I hope you all have an amazing weekend.